Hi, welcome to Munch and Mend. This is another quick video that fits under my degrading and distressing eating disorder symptoms and behaviours. And oh yes, yet another very appetising one, eating dog food. Ugh. So yes, another one where people are probably thinking, how the heck would you end up eating this? And to be honest with you, I look back now and I think, oh my gosh, how did I come to eat this lovely doggy food? Well, let me explain. Again, this kind of came out of sheer desperation. I was in a real kind of binge purge cycle. Also had sort of anorexia, so I was desperately trying to reduce my weight because of the anorexic part of my brain was saying, oh no, don't eat anything, and this orthorexic side was, eat only certain clean foods or whatever, which again was completely messed up, and I do a separate video on that. I begged my parents, because also the purging and the binging and purging was so out of control, I could not stop. I begged my parents to padlock all the food away in the house, in the kitchen cupboards. And so I had absolutely no access. I had no way of getting my fix or feeding my addiction. I remember being so hungry, and the urges to binge and purge were just, oh gosh, unbearable. I couldn't focus on anything else. And one night I came down from my bedroom because I couldn't sleep. I was so ravenous and so desperately craving a binge and purge that I just could not sleep. And I was just so erratic. Again, this is how these toxic diseases completely and utterly, just take over your mind, and where you just can't think straight, and your behavior is just so irrational. So what happened was I came downstairs and I was frantically looking around downstairs, hoping that my parents had missed something, and unfortunately they hadn't. However, I went in the cupboard under the stairs and I found a pack of my little puppy dog's food, and and I hate to say it, but it was all I had, and the urges were so strong, and my eating disorder was just so powerful and evil and, controlling me, that I ended up opening a can or two, eating it, and then purging it. So oh gosh, I mean, I can't imagine now, like tucking into, the smell, oh gosh. But again, this is another example of just how vindictive my eating disorder was, and the level that it drove me to facilitate, and so that I would do what it wanted, and to keep me going down its path. So obviously eating dog food is, it's just disgusting, isn't it? It's like the taste, the smell, and again, I absolutely despised myself. I was like, what are you? Again, as with like the liver and eating the vomit and all the other lovely, weird and wonderful things I engaged in, it just made me question myself, and what am I, who am I? And I just berated myself, persecuted myself, tortured myself. And as I've said before, evil eating disorder, use this as a method to punish myself. So it just fed those self-berating thoughts and need to punish myself, which made me reach for it more and more. And and that is just how vicious it was, and these diseases are. And like I say, I cannot believe that I did this, and it took a very, very long time for me to forgive myself for this, and I think it's only probably since I've been in recovery, and since I've actually because I'll tell you now why I felt even worse and even more guilty. So you may have seen in some of my other content and videos that when I first got poorly, my mum took me to the GP when I was 13, and we were sent away with a pack of antidepressants and no diagnosis, no treatment. And as a result, my parents bought me a gorgeous little puppy dog to help sort me to recover and to, you know, to get over and have something to look after and focus on. That was the little puppy dog's food that I ate, and this is her. This is little Titch. She was absolutely gorgeous. I loved her to bits. She was just the sweetest little thing. And and the other thing that made me feel absolutely vile was the food that I ate was her special food, because she'd been put on a special diet, and never ever would I have jeopardized her health or so obviously the added thing of not only eating dog food and the self-hate and disgust from that, but also the guilt from stealing my little puppy dog's special food. Oh, it was just, the guilt just ate me alive. And it's like, how can you do this? You know, it's all right if you don't give a damn about yourself and what you're doing to yourself. You know, you don't care if you hurt yourself, but yeah, hurting my little dog I never ever would have done. So that just again manifested and escalated all these feelings of hating myself, feeling that I was like some warped evil excuse of a human being, that just drove me deeper into my eating disorder again, and the eating disorder thoughts and that, as I tried to numb what I had done, punish myself for what I'd done, and and it was just again this vicious, horrible, vile cycle that I had no control over. So finishing off this video, as with all the other weird, wonderful, vile and disturbing things that I did as a result of adhering or submitting to my eating disorders commands and urges, I am exposing this. Again, people might be thinking, why the hell are you letting us know this? But to me, this is my way of getting my revenge on my eating disorder, because for me, and I know there's probably other people out there as well, and I'm not saying for 1 minute they've done this exact thing, but even, you know, other behaviours, and that you persecute yourself, you're so embarrassed and ashamed that you just suffer in silence. And you know, that is this malignant eating disorders, you know, plan, is to make you so ashamed and lower your self-esteem so much that you deal with it alone, and you just sit with these horrible feelings of self-hate, guilt, self-loathing, so it can keep its control on you and to keep grips of you. So for me, exposing things like this now, I'm seeing as my way of getting my revenge on this awful, vile disease that that took so many of my years of my life that I wasted and that I regret. And you know, I'm finally getting my own back, and you know, if this can help you know, reduce the shame for other people that have maybe done things that they feel that, you know, that they're disgusting for, or they're, you know, there's something wrong with them, or they've got this shame and embarrassment, please know it is not you. It is this vile, toxic, malignant, malicious disease. It is not you. So please don't blame yourself, and don't turn it in on yourself, because that is exactly what it wants. That is exactly its plan, to pull you down, to consume you more, and to destroy your life, and not just in a literal sense either. So yeah, thank God I have finally seen the truth. And like I say, people might think I'm a little bit strange for revealing things like this, what I've done, but what the heck, I've got to laugh at it now, because it's not me, it was it, wasn't it? So well, bottoms up. Oh, never ever again. Bye.